Hello, everyone. Okay. Please turn on your cameras, everyone. Tech team, please try to text the children directly in case I miss your message. Thank you. All right, children. So, today's topic is protection of the mother principle. You will see how, apart from mother being the embodiment of love, compassion, there is also the aspect of protection. If you see, even in the animal kingdom, the birds also are very protective. If they see a threat and attack, they'll go all out. Be it bears, you see, most bear attacks are when they have little cubs with them. Why? What is that instinct? It is that instinct to protect their young ones. Okay, so today's topic is very interesting. It is also the beginning of the 9 auspicious nights of the goddess. These are times, you can say, the times when the goddesses have incarnated again and again to save her children. Just that what it is. And because when you have negative forces as huge as demons, as huge as, like their powers are unlimited. You must have read in mythology the different incarnations of the goddess had to come because these demons, when they would ask boons or when they would ask for strength, they would not imagine that a woman can slay them or can kill them. So once they have the powers that if the male aspect of divine, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha, if none of them can kill, then they are immortal. But they forgot that there is also this power of the feminine power of protection, the mother, who can, when time comes, if there is a need, she can also be very wrathful, because that's how she's described as very, very loving, compassionate, at the same time, very, very wrathful. So, can I have your attention, everyone? I am getting a message from the tech team saying that he's not very happy. So, please, everyone, stop all other activities. If you're chatting with somebody, if your lips are moving, just stop that. Your eye movement, just stay still. Okay. Today, we will do one little exercise. How about that? Okay. And I want to see how much of your muscles are easily stretchable. Yeah, because you will see that even exercise, not a lot, but you should have a body which is supple, which is not stiff, because these vibrations are in the form of commas. And when they enter into your body, into your muscle, they can help you relieve of the problems. Okay? And kids holding their mouths and talking, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Be sincere, cooperate. This is something that we need your full attention. Yes, everybody? Today, let's see. Maybe I will not have to take anyone's name. Let's have that challenge that nobody's name should be announced. Okay. So the last time we met, we talked about, and please have your faces. Okay, yes, yes, thank you. Have your faces in the center of your camera. I have to always remind a few kids, especially Akshat. I constantly get this message that you are not in the center of the camera. So please sit in the center of the camera. Everyone. Kian, what happened to your camera? Kian Sharma. Yes, Jai Shri Mataji. So, I don't know what the... Which message are you talking about? You contact the tech team, please, okay? Whatever you need to say. Because the tech team is getting tighter and tighter. He wants everybody to pay attention whose cameras are not on. You will unfortunately not have your attendance. So you can turn on another device or get another laptop, beg, borrow, steal, whatever you want to do. This is important, children, all right? Okay, so let's move on to the topic. Now, yesterday we covered the lords of Agya Chakra, that is the Lord Jesus Christ, we said, is the center of the Agya. Then on the left Agya is, who's on the left Agya? Help me out. Who's in the left Agya? Anybody remember from yesterday? No. Yes, it's Mahavira, correct. Buddha is on the right Agya. He's on the right channel. Mahavira is on the left side, the left channel, the blue channel, the moon channel. Okay? You can imagine them to be on this side and that side of your Agya chakra. Now, children, they are actually, contemporaries that when they're almost born at the same time. You will see that the connection with them is also from the time of Sri Rama. Sri Rama had two sons, Love and Kush. These two brothers, the children of Sri Rama and his wife Sri Sita, were Love and Kush, and they are the same incarnations of Buddha, Mahavira. You'll see they'll have a similar pattern. That's how Shivaji described. Even the children of Fatima and Hazrat Ali, you see, she also had twins, and they were Hassan and Hussein. They were also the same principle, the same principle. There you can say the embodiment of disciple principle. Like you have Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya as the embodiment of the Guru principle. The two incarnations of Lord Buddha, Lord Mahavira, you can say same thing. Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel. Both these are like angels, you can say. And then Buddha, Mahavira, Adi Shankaracharya, and Kabira. All they are the contemporaries. They keep coming at the same time and again, directing, guiding the humanity as per the need of the hour. Okay, and they're all present within us. There is no conflict of this religion, that religion. Now, when you take the name, when you work with your chakras, you will see how they look after that aspect within you. Okay, now after this, I think I'll go ahead with the today's topic, the protection of the mother. Like imagine children, you have everything, but you are not having protection. Okay. So there is this protection of the father principle, of course. The father is there. He will have his level of protection on the outside. He will kill. But there are these demons that take different forms, that it is the mother only, the mother principle, who has incarnated more than 1,000 times, you can say. But these 9 forms are the main forms. They say they call her as Navadurga. 9 forms of the goddess who destroys and kills these demons because they need to be destroyed. You can't have compassion. Like, say, Hitler, we know Hitler is an example how atrociously he killed little children, old people, women, put them in gas chambers. There is no forgiveness for such people. If you're asking for forgiveness, something is wrong. You cannot, you have to understand there's no gray area, white or black. So such people have to be destroyed because they are here only to destroy the creation of a mother. We are all the creation of that supreme power. So someone has created, someone has the desire to create this whole nature and everything. If someone has designed it, and then we also have evolved from amoeba stage to now. So this mother principle has incarnated several times to protect her children from ages, ancient times, from your so many lifetimes, you can say. Okay? Hundreds and thousands of years till we evolved. So there was this principle of protection. And she guards us, children. She's always there. Even if you're sleeping or awake, doesn't matter. She's always guarding you. Okay, and that is the aspect of protection of the mother. Now, if you see the example, Ishanvi, please pay attention. Thank you. Now, you need to understand this is very instinctive in a mother. Okay? Anything she can bear, but no torture for her children. Even like, even a strand of hair you cannot destroy. That's how protective any mother is. Now, she is the mother of the universe. So imagine how protective will she be? She will guide her children from time to time, but she has this important role of protecting her children from falling from the center path. Adrit, pay attention. Okay? Please pay attention. Now, so how does she do it? So you will see that on every chakra, children, you will see that it's like, as I said, chakras also have evolved. As we have evolved, even the chakras are points of our evolution. So as you can say at the Muladhara stage, we were carbon, like just the carbon valency. Then the organic matter came. You can then singular cellular animals had come, paramecium, stuff like that. And then the fish evolved to a fish. After a fish, amphibians, quadrupeds, monkeys, chimpanzees, and then a little more intelligent man, and then a complete man. Okay? After that, next is your awakening, your realization, your new awareness, that new birth that we talked about. Okay? Similarly, at every stage, you can say the goddess within us comes across as a protective power. Now, today we will talk about the first two chakras. Now, normally, who are the deities of the Muladhara chakra? Let me see. Do you all remember? Who is the deity of Muladhara chakra? Sri Ganesha. Primarily, it is Sri Ganesha, right? Lord Ganesha on the left. Who is on the right Muladhara chakra? I did not touch the topic yet, but I will show you the slide soon. Who is on your right Muladhara? You can also see the right Ganesha. Kartikeya, correct. Sri Kartikeya, that's right. So you can say both of them, they are there on your left and the right. But in the center of your Muladhara chakra is the mother principle, along with Sri Ganesha, and that is her name is Gauri. Gauri. Gauri means between Gaura means they are siblings. Yes, that's right. They're siblings. Much more than siblings also. So in the center of the Muladhara chakra, you have Gauri Ganesha. The Gauri's power. Who is Gauri? Gauri is, you can say, the mother form, just you can say the virgin mother. Okay, and that's why the importance of this goddess who is very, very powerful. Shri Parvati, yes, Shri Parvati is the married form of Shri Shiva, but she has several forms. Before, you can say, before her marriage, before her meeting Lord Shiva, she is in the form of Gauri, the Virgin Mother. Okay? Now, she was born in the Himalaya mountains. Okay? And this is the Navadurga. We are covering two forms. First form is Sri Shailaputri. She is the form of the goddess of the mountains because that's where she is born. Even Parvati comes from the word Parvata, Parvataputri. So that means she is coming from that mountain. Now tell me the shape of mountains, anybody? Usually, what do you find the shape of a mountain? Triangular, right? What is the sacrum bone? How does the sacrum bone look? Same thing, triangular, right? Triangle, some form of the triangle, upside down. Similarly, you will see that connection, children, that your first chakra, she controls your Muladhara chakra, and she gives an understanding that when a child is born, you can say till the marriageable age, you practice celibacy. You are empowered with this protective power of Mother Gauri. Okay, so you develop these powers of purity, innocence, chastity. You practice this. These moral values are practiced. then it's like you are filling up your cup with her powers, because you are not right now interested, because you are still like a in a child form. You can see that is the first stage. That is your power of Gauri that is protecting you. You will see many communities in India. They also, they call these nine girls during this time. They call nine girls from the neighborhood, little girls, and they kind of worship them. They offer gifts, fruits, flowers, they garland them, because they feel that the girls at that age have that power within them, that energy that is within them, and they will bring auspiciousness. They will remove the ills of the family. They can bring, if they are happy, they will bring happiness in their families. So, see now the power of this virgin goddess. When it is intact in a person, you have that power shining in you as the form of Shailaputri. Now, this is very important, children. Again, this is not just for girls, it's also for boys. As equally important to lead a very chaste life, pure life, celibate life, as they say. And then these powers you can use as your foundation. Like I said, someone with the Muladhara chakra strong has a very good memory. You will never, you will have such photographic memory. You see something, you will never forget. Because the same chakra is here, Muladhara. And when you see things, your optic nerves cross over, and actually the image is formed in the back of your brain. And then your brain inverts it, and then you know what you see is not exactly what you see. You can check that in science. So, this chakra, to keep it intact, children, again, as I said, even Christ has said, Thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. So, Muladhara, who's at the gate to enter the triangular bone, your Kundalini, is Sri Ganesha. So, he's the one who gives the first check mark. Okay, this person is pure, he's innocent, he needs to have his realization. So, Sri Ganesha will stand by you as your strength. He will help your Kundalini to come up. That's why all of you youngsters at this age, you are getting it so easily. But I have also meditated with people who are, in 30s and 40s, and trust me, it is not easy raising the Kundalini. They don't feel, even after 12 weeks, they find it so difficult to sustain their Kundalini. They don't feel it. And the way this group is feeling in the brain and the heart and the points, it has not happened before. This is the first time. At least in my experience, I'm seeing that you all have come together with that strength. Akshat, again, you're off screen. Please, yeah, either you turn your camera or sit up straight. Thank you. Now, now see this power, children, this power, because of your connection with Sri Ganesha. You have a powerful Ganesha. If you keep him powerful, obviously anything you take up will be the responsibility of Sri Ganesha himself, because you are under his surveillance. He will make sure all your things are done. No obstacles. Any obstacle, he's there too. And from God knows from where, you'll always get help. You, I'm telling you, I mean, my own friends used to tell me, Abhi, you're lucky. I said, there is nothing like luck. I don't believe in luck. But I did tell them that I do this meditation. And as this is just a benefit, is a byproduct, you do something, you always have it intact. So your purity, your chastity, your power of virginity is going to have its effect on your health, on your in your work you do, in the balance you carry yourself, and that whole thing will, you will see it has much more higher value. It's much more than any mundane things that you carry. Tomorrow you can become someone very intelligent, maybe you have lots of money, but this power of Mother Gauri will give you the peace and joy and all the good things. Like someone says, okay, I'm also eating food, even somebody who is maybe practicing moral values also is eating the same food. What is the difference? Well, there is a difference. Someone who, say, eating in a dirty dish versus eating in a pure dish. So, a person who keeps his mental, emotional being pure and innocent, definitely his vessel is much more purer. He will have the ability to cure himself, cure others also. Everybody in your surroundings will feel that purity, that like a fragrance, it will enchant. It'll make others more and more sublime, you can say. Your presence will have that, and that's how saints also carried that kind of aura around them. Okay, am I making sense, everyone? So it's a very delicate topic, but I thought you all are going at some rocket speed with this meditation. So I thought you are ready for such things to understand that keep this power intact, children. Don't let it go. Don't waste it on something frivolous. You see? When we are involved or entangled with things that will take away this pure feelings, this innate feelings within you, your moral grounds are shaky, then you will see that your Gauri power will reduce. Okay. Now I'll tell you what kind of references you can have. Like, say, for example, who did that? Who practiced it? Actually, in India, this is very much practiced. We are taught from our childhood to keep our eyes on Mother Earth, to keep your sense of chastity, to not indulge into things that will hamper this power within you. Now, one such example I would like to give you is of Rani Padmini. She was a queen of Mewar in Rajasthan. Okay. Anybody who knows this story? Rani Padmini or Padmavati? She's also called Padmavati. There was a movie also. So now see her. She was very well known for her beauty, children. I mean, she was very, very beautiful. And her beauty has been described by so many people and poets. People who saw her could really see. And not just beauty on the outside, but she carried that royal dignity and that queen like, and everything was falling together. And she had that kind of a personality, loving, caring, compassion, and chivalrous, fearless. She had that, all that. So the word went out that she is the most beautiful queen existing of her time. Now, at that time, part of India, even in Delhi, it went to Delhi. Delhi, we had this Alauddin Khilji, this Sultan, who just heard about her beauty and he wanted to see her. So he sent a message to the king that I want to see the queen of Mewar, and otherwise I will attack you. Because at that time their army was much bigger and they were much more prevalent everywhere. But that's what it is. So she, I mean, of course, it was something too much for, for people to accept this. Nobody accepted that, we want this kind of nonsense where we want to expose our king, you can say. Queen, I'm sorry. So what happened? Well, she was not willing to go for a war as yet. She said, okay, if he has to see me, what I can do is I can come in front of a mirror rather than have a direct. So that way, the Sultan will probably just leave, right? So he decided to uh, see her in the mirror. So that was acceptable for her and for them as well. But even the soldiers and the countrymen were not happy. But she wanted to avert war at any cost. But as soon as he saw her, he was so smitten by her beauty that when he went back, he completely was lost in her thought. Again, see, she was already a wife, she was a queen of a country. How can you have bad eyes for somebody else's wife? This culture is not at all there in India originally. But this guy being a Mughal, again, they did not have any limits, especially at that time. They did not have any kind of understanding of dharma, virtue, and he was completely lost in her thought and he wanted to have her. Now, the king, I mean, he sent a proposal to the king, why don't you visit me? I have something to talk to you. He pretended that nothing had happened. So the king thought, okay, let me just go and talk to him because he's more powerful. He had to, gulp down his own honor and dignity and go to him. So what he did when he went there, they captured the king. Okay. Once they captured the king, now there was no way that, the people were without a king. And the soldiers who were there, they had to go on a war, and definitely they were outnumbered. They were completely outnumbered. Here they had just a few thousand, and there on the other hand, Khilji had hundreds and thousands of people. And they were ruthless. They did not have, at least Indian wars at that time, see, they had certain dharma that, after the sun sets, we will not attack, things like that. But not for these Mughals. They are coming from really nomadic tribes, I think, and they only were, as I said, they were very barbaric, ruthless, bloodshed, unnecessary bloodshed. They didn't mind they were killing men, women, children. So it was not at all there in their culture and understanding at that time. So what happened that once they captured, and all the other soldiers also were beheaded. Now it came to the queen. So what she did, so she knew once if the king is captured, that means the Mewar is completely now under their control. And before Khilji could reach her, they made this huge pyre, children, huge pyre of fire. And along with her, all the women, married, unmarried, anybody, they didn't want to be touched by another man. They had this huge pyre, they took the name of the goddess, and they walked into it. And you see, now, again, I'm trying to bring this to your attention to say that that is the value of your chastity. You see, we are coming from such backgrounds where our ancestors had very deep understanding that you do not want to play with this power of the goddess that is within you. We even be it men or women, we all have actually the responsibility, this understanding that as human beings we have to understand that this is something which is very innate. Okay, so you give that kind of self-respect to yourself and dignity, and understand that there are been many cases. This is just one example, as I said, but there are many women who have sacrificed themselves before being touched by another man, or if they are not married, they did not want to get assaulted by another person who's of impure soul without a. So see now, see, that is what is the strength of this goddess, how far she can help you. Okay, now the insistence of this purity that is within you, as much as we can say, is less. But you understand in your own depth that, see, so many diseases will be avoided, so many problems can be avoided, your relationships will be stronger, your mental sanity will be stronger. Now, the West, the most biggest attack is of these relationships. Unnecessary, because when it comes to the science and technology, everybody is good at it. But when it comes to relationships, when it comes to moral grounds, it is zero, children. Accept it. It is zero or it is minus. So many kids are coming from broken families. There is no understanding of fidelity, purity, strength of your virginity is not there. So you think now that if it was so good, then everything had to be perfect, right? But it is not. So to understand this value system, you have to look towards the East. The traditional countries have kept that inbuilt and kept their societies intact. So that is the power of this foundation of this chakra of Sri Ganesha and his mother Gauri. Okay. Now, the next goddess that was born, that she came, you can say it's a form. It's not like, she's born from somewhere, but it's a form of her when she was a celibate. You can say when she took the form of Brahmacharini. Brahmacharini means again celibacy, utmost celibacy towards, she had reached a certain, you can say, a certain stage where she had to meditate to achieve her union with Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva at that time had taken to, he went into such deep tapasya because he lost his wife at that point of time. She also set herself ablaze, and he did not want to get into any, because it came to a point where he completely lost himself. He forgot himself also. So in that deep meditation he went through, and then she was born. She was born again, and she had to do a tapasya or a penance, as they say. So she took the form of brahmacharini, where she used to only meditate, eat very less, but just meditate and reach a higher state where she can bring the attention of Lord Shiva on herself to get that yoga, you can say. Okay. Now, how does it relate to us? Similarly, you will see that your Kundalini, and the connection with your Kundalini with your spirit is the same. Your Kundalini is that virgin power of the goddess that is within you, and your spirit is that light of Sri Shiva. Okay, it is very symbolic. But you will see now, after so many years of your own seeking, children, it is, as I said, it is because of your seeking that you have landed yourself in Sage Yoga, and here you are getting that awakening of the spirit. Spirit is, like I said, like an ignition. There is a light spark, but you did not know. If I say now today, put your attention inside your brain, or your left heart, or your right Vishuddhi. You are all able to do it. How are you able to do it? How is it possible? If you tell to a normal person, you say, can you meditate on your liver, right swadhisthana, lower waist, inside the brain, above your head? They say, what is this? Nobody can do it. But you now, with your second chakra, yes. Akshat, this is the third time I'm getting a message. What do I do? How do I help you? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It breaks my flow. So please pay attention. So here's the thing. So see the understanding. When your Kundalini rises, it is after that the spirit takes care of it. The spirit has the power, it is the nothing but the reflection, as I said. Like the moon has a reflection of the sunlight, that's how it shines. Within us is that spark, that mirror, that you can have the reflection of this divine power, the supreme divine power reflected in your heart and the form of spirit. And then this spirit takes care of this union, this yoga that you have. Okay. Now, in this form of brahmacharini, as I said, she does tapasya. She come to a point where she's not. She's also called aparna, the one who eats only, who's living on one leaf. So that's the height of meditation that she took. Now, I'm asking you simply that just look into the camera for some time without being fidgety. It's a big tapasya, but still, some of us can't do it. You can do it. You can try. You see, it is your Swadhisthana, the Swadhisthana chakra. When this protective power comes, you will have the ability. If you want to do well in your exam, say for example, you want to master a subject, like this goddess, how she can protect you from all the distractions. You just have to meditate on her. Awaken her power, ask Shri Mataji to awaken, and this protective power of Brahmacharini will come to your rescue in your Swadhisthana chakra. So this phase, children, where you are a student, you live like a student at least till say you even when you got a job also say 25 till the age of 25. Say you catch up from age of 9, 10 till 25. You follow this uh, um, form, or you can say this tapasya, this penance towards your education, towards building up your foundation, towards taking care of yourself, towards acquiring knowledge. You will see that this chakra is very well taken care. Anything that you do, it'll be like you'll have a Midas touch. You can concentrate better. You can achieve results. You can bring about new theories, new inventions, because now you're in connection with this divine power. I told you, right? Even Einstein had the same thing. He said the E equals mc square, this theory of relativity, based on which all the atomic bombs and everything are being made. It dawned upon him. He called it the torsion area. It is the same thing. The same thing that you get in contact and you put your attention, you work it out, you take to a penance, you look after this power, and you will be able to achieve anything in this world. Again, not that you were ambitiously doing it, but it is your hunger. If you have hunger for it, you will just go after it, right? There is nothing like to prove something. No, it is just that you are hungry for it. And that hunger can take you to great heights. You can achieve great things. And that's how a great sage is. Again, they are not here to show off or to make money or to for a worldly something. but just for the knowledge sake. So you develop this quality, this protection from the goddess of learning, or you can say brahmacharini from your second chakra. And see, now the second chakra is also taken care by goddess Saraswati. Okay, she's anyway the goddess of learning. The whole creation, all that beauty that you see, the mountains, the oceans, the rivers, the sky, the beauty of sounds, music, arts, everything is granted by goddess Saraswati. Then Brahmacharini is her, you can say, like the protective power. So they work together at this stage. So now your Swadhisthana is completely taken care. You will have inexhaustible energy, children, I tell you. When it comes to doing things, you will never feel exhausted. Because you'll be, it's like a battery that will never die. So that is her thing. Now here, children, I want to tell you about a story of Pannadai. Anybody knows story about Pannadai? Again, she is hailing from Rajasthan. Anybody knows about Pannadai? Okay, I'll tell you. So Pannadai, embodiment of sacrifice and love, people have immense respect for her. Now you'll find out why. I mean, when I read this story first time, I had tears in my eyes. Who can do such a thing? Now, she was a nurse for the son of the king of that time, okay, Uday Singh, and she had her own son also. His name was Chandan, I think, Chandan. And so, they used to take, look after him and nurse him also as his own mother, like Mer would nurse. So she was like his nurse. Her name is Panna Dai. And she brought him up as her own child along with her kid who was Chandan. Now, at that point of time, I think there was some kind of family, so the king lost his life. He was killed. And then one of the relatives who wanted to take over the throne, he knew he had to kill all the descendants of the kings so that he can become the king. So what he did was he planned to kill the prince. This is Uday Singh too, you can say. And then that news came to her, and she did not know because that guy was already on his way with his sword to kill the prince. So, in that panic, what she did was she placed her son in the in the prince's, what do you call, bed. She took the prince and put him in a basket, covered him with leaves and other old clothes, and sent him off to escape the palace so that he will not be prosecuted. And because she did not want this other fellow to think that something is wrong, she had to stand still watching the relative who wanted to be the king kill her own son in front of her eyes. And she did not blink an eye. Imagine her expressions. She had to fully be like nothing happened. It was not her son. And she saw him kill uh, her own son. And once he made sure that he was dead, and he left, and he was convinced that everything is fine. That's when she later escaped the palace and met with the prince. She went and made allies with the people who were for the king and his heir, and she was able to then make him at the right time, when they all came together, formed their army, and then fought him back. Then after that, uh, the king Uday Singh too. That's whom he was when he grew up, and his son was Maharana Pratap. He was another great warrior king. I mean, stories of Maharana Pratap, if you hear, I mean, what chivalry, what strength. So see now, all these children, it gives you an understanding that all these are values that make you a person. Okay. That's what you will see, even though they are not as, she was just a nurse, but look at her strength. I mean, people have made statues of her all over Rajasthan. You say Pannadai, they know. What a woman. What an embodiment of sacrifice and love. That who can do this for the greater good. And there was no king who could who was going to, she's not going to get any money out of it, or she's not, but it is just that virtue that is within her, that she was loyal, that the king looked after her and her family. She has to repay back even with her life and her own child. So that was Panna Dai. So see, now these are the women of India, I would say. Now such things are talked about, and it is not very difficult, children. This is not far-fetched thing. You can have that kind of dharma, that virtue, that kind of sacrifice, that kind of giving for the greater good. You will see this is what reflects your true nature. Okay, now today let us listen to one of the forms of Mahakali. Mahakali is the goddess of the left side. You will listen about her, and also another speech on the first day of this 9 nights of the goddess. We call it as Navaratri. This is, again, this is not main Navaratri. There are 4 Navaratris, but the mainly what they celebrate in October, that is one. But this is something they call it as Gupta Navaratri, means secretive. But you will see that these are the same powers that anybody can awaken within them. These protective powers, any mankind, if you know about it, you can meditate. Now you have your connection, you awaken the goddesses, and they are there inside you working. Now let us listen to this speech. Before that, let us raise our Mother Kundalini, everybody. Slowly, let us all raise our Mother Kundalinis. Give ourselves a bandhan. Let us also light a candle, children, because Mahakali is the goddess of your left channel. We can clear as we listen to the talk. Place your left hand towards the candle and right hand towards Mother Earth. Okay, I'm asked to, for some people, I'll take your names, please show your candles, okay? Sudiksha, can you show your candle, please? Is it lit? Please turn on your candle. Okay. All right, everyone. Adrit, can I see your candle, please? Is it lit? Okay. All right. Left hand towards your candle, the right hand towards Mother Earth. And let us listen to what Shri Mataji has to say. Pay full attention, everyone.
What is our job is to worship Mahakali within us. Because what does she do? Perhaps we are not very aware of. First and foremost thing she does is to protect us. Wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing, in whatever peril you may be, howsoever dangerously you may be placed in life, she protects. First thing, she protects. All the people who write to me how they were protected, how they were cured, how they were helped, is this thing that they should know that all this has happened because of Mahakali power within you. She exists within you. When you are worshipping Mahakali, you are worshipping the Mahakali within you. With due respect, you must know that this Mahakali is a very sensitive personality. She is very sensitive. If you try to do any wrong to anyone, she'll guide you. She'll tell you by many ways that this is wrong you are doing, why you are doing wrong to some person. But if you do not repent and come back onto the normal position, she gives you up. Once Mahakali gives you up, you are now exposed and become prone to all kinds of evil things. So when you worship her, what you want her to protect you. In your discrimination, in your mistake, you might do something wrong, may do something that is not good for you, could be very dangerous for you. But she's the person who guides you how to avoid all the dangers. Now she protects your life. She protects your body. She protects all organs of your body. She's the one who gives you all the security of life. In her realm, you feel completely secure. You are never afraid of anything. Because you have left her realm, you have come out of it. That's why, that is the reason you are afraid. But if you are under her beautiful guidance and her blessings, you will never feel afraid to do anything. You will never do anything wrong also. As soon as you will try to do wrong, she'll hold your hand. She is really the guiding person. She's the one who actually gives us our existence. Without her, we cannot exist. Because she is the one who is the power of Shri Shiva. She gives us so many things. For example, she gives us the relaxation, the sleep. She gives you the truth. She tells you what is the truth and what is not. Sometimes people, so much in their ego, always try to believe that what I think is the truth. Then she's the one who points it out by creating a maya, a kind of a confusion, that you start thinking, what is this? So she is called also the one who gives us Bhranti, means illusions. She puts you to illusions also. She tests you, puts you to illusions, and she then ultimately takes you out of the illusions. She's the one who relaxes you because she takes over all your responsibilities. She takes over all your problems. She's the one who solves all the problem. It is we who forget to leave all the problems to her. If you just leave problems to her, all your problems are solved. Not only that, but you really feel blessed. It's not only physical, also it's mental, that she makes your mind absolutely free of worries. She doesn't worry. And she doesn't want you to worry. If you worry, then she tries to show that by your worrying, you are denying her. You are not accepting her. Worrying is something is very common, and people take great pride in saying, oh, I was worried. How can you be worried when your mother is Sakshat Mahakali? She can kill all the demons, she can finish all of them. She knows how to manage things. And when you are like a child before her, how can you worry about it? So your worries are finished. She worries about you, you shouldn't worry about yourself. That's the point. Her security is so great, she's so secured herself that she gives you all the security that you need. You can hold on to her feet, you can hold on to her image or to anything. You can even pray to her. Many people are being cured only by praying to her because she cures you. She can cure your diseases, which are very complicated diseases, she can cure. Now what she likes, Mahakali, likes the light. She's worshipped in the night because then we can put on the lights. She likes enlightened person, also she likes the light, she likes the sun, she likes something that will be completely enlightened and brightened. You must have heard about people who are called, I don't know what, but especially in the West, they use them. They have big teeth and they are the people, they just imagine, they cannot exist before the sun. As soon as there's a sunrise, they just want to go off and sleep. Whereas they cannot see the sun because the light they can't bear. Now what has happened here, that Mahalakshmi has departed, Mahakali has departed from them. And when Mahakali has departed, then they are afraid. And such people are attacked by these people who know they are afraid. The sun itself is very important to work out this Mahakali thing. But as it is in the West especially, we are very hardworking and very much sun-oriented, and we worship the sun. All this we do, worship the sun and also go right-sided very much. Then it is she who gives us the balance. She is the one who gives us the balance by relaxing us completely and protecting us. Sometimes we are competitive and we are really worried and we want to do something which we cannot do. Then we get upset and we don't know what to do. Then it is she who brings sleep to us. So when we sleep, she looks after us, she soothes us, and she takes away our problems. So many things she is doing. But what are we doing for her that we should see? Main thing is that we are ourselves worshipping her. She likes that her children should worship her. That on that level she can be one with them. She can give them her compassion, love and protection from all the evil. But it has to be understood, those who are not yet settled, those who are not yet absolutely belonging to that land of security of Mahakali, can be attacked. And once they leave that area, they can be very badly injured, killed, whatever may can happen. So we are living in this Kali Yuga in a very dangerous times, when anything can happen. So we have to be very careful. We have to watch our mind to see how it works. What does it teach you? What does it tell you? Try to understand. What is the plan of this evil person that you are praying into his hands? How can you pray into his hands? And how can you do whatever wrong he wants you to do? Secondly, against her is the ego. The biggest problem is the ego today. Ego shows, no, I can do this. Ego says, I will work it out. Ego says, it will be done. But the human beings, yield to ego. It's a big satisfaction for them that their ego is so strong, and they don't want to listen to the Mahakali forces. You have to be like children. Really, that's the very best way, is to be innocent like children. She loves innocent people. She's innocence herself. She loves innocent people. She looks after you much more because you're innocent. You're not cunning. You are not very much trying to play your ego on others. If you are innocent, she'll help you. She definitely will help you. But this ego has to be brought under control because he is the worst enemy she has. She doesn't like your ego. She wants you to be egoless, to be innocent. Then another thing is your compassion. Compassion for each other, love for each other, also caring for others. That is something she loves. If you are a Sahajogi, if you are a realized soul, she's always with you. But she says, what are you doing with your compassion? How many people you are giving realization? How many people you are curing? How many people you are helping? She is quite aware of whatever you are doing. I should say it's such a tremendous power of Mahakali that she knows everything about you. Everything. She knows your mind. She knows your heart. She knows about your health. Everything she knows. Actually, she is the mother in every way who cares for the little child. In that way, she knows that this child doesn't know anything. He's very innocent. So, like when you are very small, your mother looks after you. In the same way, this Mahakali looks after you. Everywhere in your life, she is there. Special yogis, she follows them up and down. Everywhere, whatever you are doing, you are in an accident, she's there to save you. She's like an angel behind you. And nothing can happen to you if you really worship her from your full heart. Not for any gain, not for any achievement, but for her blessings. Her blessings are very great and they really have enriched human beings. They have enriched this earth. They have enriched everything because of the blessings of Mahakali. The best way is to meditate, not to be aggressive in any way, but just to meditate and ask Mahakali, destroy him. For he is destroying the world. You please destroy. That's her job, and she would love to do. Somebody has to tell her and ask her. It's very good because there are so many that unless and until you point it out, she may not be able to put her attention to them, possibly. So it's best is always ask her to help you on individual basis, on a national basis, maybe on a collective basis, or maybe on a global basis. That's what she exists everywhere. She is globally available. Anywhere you may be having any color, any race, any nation, anything. But she exists within you all the time, and to worship her and to awaken her is only your duty that you have to do. You have to do it in a way that is an innocent act, that you are worshipping your mother like a little child worships and loves his mother. It's a very simple relationship which all of us have failed. How we should love mother and how we should be under her guidance and under her protection. That is something very simple you have known in your childhood, and that childhood has to come back in you if you really worship the mother. May God bless you.
Let us observe, children. Can you feel the cool breeze? Few more minutes, just cleanse your chakras. See which finger is not having vibrations. You can just point that finger, that chakra towards the flame. Sit still, please sit still. Yeah, you say, Shri Mataji, please awaken the goddess of Shailaputri, Shri Brahmacharini, Shri Mahakali, within me and within all of us. Please give us your divine protection of Mahakali in our left channel. Yes, now you diagnose children. You do the self-diagnosis, which finger you are not feeling. Just ask Shri Mataji to come in that chakra to give you the vibrations and awaken the goddess of protection. Preeta, just sit still. Can you sit still? Don't burn yourself. Keep the candle aside. Sit still. Don't play with the fire, okay? Let us bring our Muladhara chakra, front of the flame. Meditate on Shri Mataji and say, Shri Mataji, please awaken Shri Shailaputri. Please awaken Mother Gauri in my Muladhara chakra and protect my innocence, chastity. Please awaken the power of virginity within me. Now, the left Swadhisthana, your left thumb. Here you say, Shri Mataji, please awaken Shri Brahmacharini. Let me lead a celibate life, pure, innocent, without any disturbance or distractions. Please awaken the power of dedication, penance, tapasya. In all my work I do, let me have complete attention, undistracted attention. And give me the hunger for pure knowledge. And quench my hunger, Srimataji. Through the divine connection, through the awakening of your form of Shri Brahmacharini. See the flow of vibrations in your left side. Very good. Now let us turn off the candle, children. We can put soak now. You can please turn off your candles. Let's start with foot soak. Make sure there is salt. Now let us vibrate it. Left hand towards the photograph, right hand, you rotate and say, Srimataji, let your vibrations awaken the water element. Then once you feel the vibrations in the water, on top of your head, on your hands, you know that your water is vibrated. It's ready. So put both your feet. Now right hand towards Srimataji and the left hand towards the sky. Observe on your right hand what you are feeling. As we meditate, we'll also listen to this short excerpt of Srimataji on the first day of.
Here pulsates the spirit. The spirit and not the power. The witness, the one that watches. That is the reflection of God, who is the spectator of the work of the Devi. Actually, what happens? that without rising up to that status, if we also say, all right, we are also watching because we are the spirit, then we do not achieve that caliber. And with all the blessings, like 7 auras of the heart, we have got 7 ashrams. We do not understand that we all have to discipline ourselves only to take advantage or to be in the Sahaja Yoga, to claim that you are a Sahaja Yogi is not a sign of being a cell of the heart. And warning has to be given now. Very important is, at this juncture, when Sahaja Yoga is now taking off, remember this, the speed has been gained and it is taking off. Those who will be left behind will be left behind. So don't get into bumptiousness. First is your character, as everybody says, they are very bumptious. Try to be humble and then understand that you have to be in the plane and not left behind on the grounds. It is moving fast. Now the most fortunate thing is that today is the Navratri and that I should be in London, and this Navratri Puja should be performed here. No other country is that privileged because this is the highest puja. The greatest ritual which you can attend. So why do we do Navratri? In the heart, to do Navratri is to accept the powers of the Shakti. To realize the power that all these chakras have got in themselves. And that when they are enlightened, how you can express all these powers of these 9 chakras within ourselves. The 7 chakras plus the heart and the moon makes it 9. But I would say that 7 of these, and on top of that we should say 2 more centers, which Blake has described surprisingly as 9 centers, clearly. Just now I cannot talk of the higher 2 centers, but let us at least talk of the 7 centers. The power of these centers have we been able to develop within ourselves. How can you do it? You have no time. You are all busy people. And bumptious. So now, to develop these powers, we have to concentrate on these chakras. Everywhere I went, I was surprised. The questions they asked me, the way they were, nobody talked about their family, house, jobs, or any other nonsensical thing like unemployment and all that. They just asked me, Mother, how do we develop the power of this chakra or that chakra or that chakra? And I asked them, how is it you are asking about a particular chakra? They said, because we find this is missing in us. Especially in me, this one is not all right. This is another negativity to make my throat all right. Now, for a realized soul, there is no need for me to discipline you or to tell you all these things, because I hate to talk in this tone to you today. But I have discovered that if I do not warn you now, tomorrow you will blame me that I did not warn you. Take it as a serious warning. Now, after realization, there is no need for me to discipline you at all, because you have got the light. You have known what is realization. You have known what it means to be realized. And you have also known how much you have gained out of it, how much your personality has improved. But there is something more that has to be done. Is to see for yourself if you have really disciplined yourself or not. There is no need for any leader to tell you. There is no need for any ashram fellow to tell you. There is no need for anyone to tell you. It is you who is a realized soul. You are your own master. You are your own guru. Imagine, you are all gurus. Great gurus and sadgurus. Respected saints, where all the angels have to shower you with flowers. Think of it. And here you are bumptiously giving lectures, talking bumptiously. Very embarrassing, even for the deities. They don't know what to do, whether to garland you or to shut your mouth. Here you are, who have been, or I take them out. Who is crying? That is child. Here you are in such a great position that you have got realization. That only thing you have to accept the beauty of this great yoga, that you just enlighten your own powers, which are on these 7 chakras. Now let us see, the first chakra belongs to the power of Gauri, the power of the mother of Sri Ganesh. Gauri's power. Tremendous they are, aren't they? Because of her power, you have got your realization. Now what have we done to enshrine that power within ourselves? Today, if it is the first day of Navratri, let us see what have we done. Have we been able to develop our innocence within ourselves? When people talk, they are so sharp. How can you be sharp if you are innocent? They are so bumptious. How can you be that if you are innocent? People play games. How can you do that if you are innocent? Harm each other. How can it be if you are innocent? So first of all, you have to see yourself that the power of innocence, if it has to live, all the rest of the nonsense has to go away. If you want to have the innocence, all that is anti-innocence has to be dropped off. I can understand about people who are ignorant, who have ignorance. Then in ignorance, of course, how will they talk of innocence? But you are not ignorant people. You are knowledgeable. You've got your enlightenment. And the power of innocence is so great. It makes you absolutely fearless. Not bumptious, but fearless. And the greatest thing of innocence is that you are respectful. The sense of respect, if it is not developed within you, if you cannot develop the sense of respect for other Sahajogis, for other people, for the ashrams, for the discipline and your own self-respect, then it is of no use even talking of Sahaja Yoga, because that's the very beginning of it. First, you do not respect, all right. You are bumptious, all right. You are in a big fool's paradise, as they call it, riding a fast horse. All that is there is all right, is forgiven. But once you have seen the light, you must try to get rid of all the snakes that you have been holding on to. It's a simple thing. In your childlike nature only, you can receive the blessings of Gauri. Otherwise, you cannot. You have to be really childlike. Otherwise, it is absolutely useless, no use telling you anything, because you think you are too clever. To such a person who thinks he is too clever, what's this of talking to such a person? Because he already knows everything. So the first power when you develop, you must learn to sit on the Mother Earth, first of all. You must respect the Mother Earth, because the first chakra is made out of the Mother Earth. Try to be more settled down with yourself on Mother Earth. And the respect, see the trees, when they get their flowers, they are not so respectful. But when they are laden by the fruits, they bow down to Mother Earth. In the same way, when you have got the fruits of Sahaja Yoga, you all must bow down. And innocence has a special capacity to make a person extremely peaceful. Extremely peaceful. All the anger, temper, violence. If a person doesn't have innocence, it cannot come in you. Because a person who is not innocent is either sly or aggressive. He cannot have peace within his heart. But an innocent person is not bothered. Innocently he lives, enjoys everything in complete peace and harmony. But this violence comes when a person becomes clever. He thinks, I am so clever, the another one is so stupid, I have a right to shout at that person. And the one who is not innocent is never wise. He may be, to look sharp, but he's not wise. Wisdom comes only with innocence. And how much wisdom have you gathered? That is what one has to see. When your power of innocence increases, wisdom is apparent. People say that fellow is very wise. For example, if somebody is crying about his wife, a wise person will say, oh Baba, just look at this, still busy with his wife. Another one is crying about his house or something. He says, oh, look at this one, still busy with the house. There is no end to it. I have known people who get so swollen up that they think they must give a big lecture for 1 hour on Sahaja. Unless and until they have given 1 hour lecture, they do not think their ego has manifested itself fully. But a wise person, he doesn't have to talk or speak or do anything. He impresses his silence, his wisdom on others much more easily. And that is what we have to see. Have we been able to discipline ourselves? Because our growth is very much in the beginning of it. We have to grow quite a lot. And people don't understand this point. In an atmosphere of egoistical temperament, that you have to grow. You have not yet grown. You have to grow a lot. And when you grow, you find this wisdom really fragrant with compassion. Your wisdom is fragrant with compassion. Such beautiful compassion can emit through your being that anybody who comes in contact with you will feel your auspiciousness.
All right, children, let's bring our left hand few inches above. See the flow of vibrations? Can you see if your right channel is completely cleansed out or not? Completely detach from all your futuristic thinking. Just leave it to the divine power. All your stress, all your worrying, just leave it. See the flow, children. Observe. When you're cleared out, you will feel that lightness, the cool breeze, of course, and thoughtlessness. If there's heat, children, just say, Shri Mataji, please come in my brain, reside in my brain. Make your room in this brain, Shri Mataji. Let your vibrations control my brain, clear my brain. And may this brain be guided by your divine wisdom. You'll see that it starts to clear out much more. Now, let's put both our hands towards the sky. Push back your head. Now, just emit out, children. Just say, Shri Mataji, let your vibrations flow through me into the sky, into the clouds. Please vibrate the cloud, Shri Mataji. Let these vibrations flow through me into the whole atmosphere, removing all the inauspiciousness. Let there be complete positivity, innocence, and compassion flowing through me. Beautiful, children. Now, slowly bring your hand back on your lap and thank Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us the knowledge of the protection of the Divine Mother, for giving us the awakening of the Divine Mother. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us today's vibrations. May these vibrations always protect us, always be protecting us, guiding us through the powers of Mahakali. Thank you again and again. Now slowly, let us raise Mother Kundalini. Try to do it slowly, children, just very slowly. Give yourself a bandhan. Yes. Now, before you leave, children, I have an exercise for all of you to practice at home. Tomorrow, I would like to see if you're able to do it. This exercise will greatly help you to be able to sit on the Mother Earth. You saw that Sri Mataji also said, right? You should be able to sit on the Mother Earth. And it's a very simple exercise. Do you all know? It's called the butterfly. That a butterfly asana. Has anybody heard of it? Yes? Okay, good. It's called Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana. It's a very simple thing. It's called the yoga pose of the butterfly, simply put. Let me share the video so you can exactly know what we are talking about. This exercise is good for your Muladhara chakra to keep it flat.
Butterfly yoga pose. Sit up with spine and head aligned and bottoms of feet facing at each other and knees out to the sides. Grab the tops of feet, engage core, and gently lean forward at hips. Make sure back is straight as you lower your elbows to rest against your inner thighs before softly pushing thighs down. Slowly start flapping your legs in an up-down movement to resemble the butterfly wings. Hold the position for 15 or 30 seconds. Continue to press down on your thighs as long as it's comfort to you. Release and relax for 30 seconds. You can also repeat it 2 or 4 times if you want to.
Now, this is a very basic pose, children, so that it doesn't give you pain. I don't want you to